Saw Mark McMorris put himself in earlier today, where you have to then fight, make it in. So it comes down to strategy.
Yeah.
Do I want to throw my best, my mid-best, or really play around with what might get me in?
Yeah, so as we saw in ski pipe, we had some drama last night with Torn Wallace and David Weiss, very similar situations. Will we see it tonight? X Games is usually an all-out battle royale. This is Scotty James, the Australian. His folks are watching at home and celebrating the Australian Open down under. What's he got going on here?
Scotty starting off with a frontside air into the backside 5. A little mellow, picking it up to the frontside 1080. It's going to take more tricks like that. The double cork. Scotty James looking to get a good one under his belt. Double crippler. And then milks one last hit. Backside 9, but not really getting the grab in there. But still, it's a good first full pull. Build on the confidence.
It beats crashing.
That it does. So, way to set the bar. We like that.
Yep.
Coming in. Front side 1080, gets the grab, but notice how he's not holding it all the way around. Judges want to see you really lock the grab in into the crippler. He holds that thing forever.
Yeah, it looks like he has that complete lockdown.
2 full flips, spots his landing. You also want to land up top, high on the wall, that way you can keep your speed.
And a little note, if you kids are watching at home or around the world on the xgames.com, where your head goes, your body follows. That's the key to all sorts of aerial assaults. So practice jumping up and down and leading with your head. And there's your score right now, 70 by Scotty James. All right, we go back up to the top. Our only Chinese competitor, his name is Yiwei Zhong. He is qualified for the Chinese team for the Olympics. For the first time, China will have a half-pipe competitor in the Olympics. Very impressive stuff. And right now, drop it in.
And a good rider. He has double corks, starting off with a straight air, though. Trying to just get his run going. Oh, and goes down on the front side, 1080 double cork. That'll be a throwaway run. As I said, these riders get 2 runs. The term throwaway is just exactly that. It's like,
yeah, just put that in the trash can. Well, that's not the way he wants to start off, but he is a rookie. It's first time here. Finished second on the 2013 FIS World Cup ranking. Hasn't competed in a lot of the big shows, so expect good things out of him to come.
Let's take a look at what went wrong. Going for the frontside double cork 1080. Gets it almost around, but not fully committed and leading back. You got to bend at the waist. Really, like, commit to the middle.
All right, well, right now, Alyssa Roenig's down below with some news on Mason Aguirre, a late addition to our lineup.
Yeah, I think the news was actually Mason Aguirre got the same news about a few hours ago. He said, I haven't competed in a half-pipe. I haven't even been in a half-pipe all season. I saw him in credentialing. I said, what are you doing here? I think I'm competing. So he took a few runs this morning. He took a few runs tonight. And so this will be about his 10th run all season that he's about to take right now.
So to sum that up, this will be both his best and his worst run.
Well, Mason, no stranger to the half-pipe, represented us in the Olympics, was able to get a 4th there. So although rusty, it's not like he hasn't been snowboarding every day. So,
well, Kieran, can you do what he's doing right now? Can you just drop back in and get into the lineup?
Yeah, in my dreams, but no. Snowboarding at such a different level. All right, kicking it off. Let's see what he asked for us. An alley-oop, trying to make up with some extra style. To the backside 540. The rust, you can see it.
Yep. Just having some fun with it now, and slashes one through. Well, you know, he earned a 2nd place in 06 and 3rd in 07, so that was kind of in the heyday here, and he was not expecting to come out here and compete. We had 4 people drop in the last 24 hours, so we had to shuffle the deck just a little bit, and hey, he's doing a lot of filming these days, and he's happy to be here, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Plus, it just shows the progression of our sport.
Yeah, it's gone up just a little. And speaking of progression, the pipe is in the Olympics, as you know, and same with slope style as well this year for men and women. That's going to be a big deal. And this is pretty cool. All sorts of Instagramming going on here, social network blowing up for the X Games. Feast your eyes on this bit that Lego and who's falling, and Danny Davis is following him, I believe. Look at that, ollieing up and over the GoPro sign. having some fun with it, and that's all over social media right now. Oh, it's Greg Bretz who's shooting that. All right, thank you. So many names to remember. Now, this guy, Gabe Ferguson, he too had no clue that he was going to be coming here. He was supposed to forerun. He got the call because Hirano and Kakubo dropped out. Only 14 years of age, the same age as Hirano was last year, just a year older than Shaun White was back in 2000 when he competed. And his brother, who's coming up next, Ben Ferguson, a rookie as well, says Gabe is better than me, and he's only 14, so let's see what the young gun's got.
I think he says that to get him in, but when they're at home, I think he's still claiming that he's better.
Yeah, beating on him.
But we will see right now. And so far, starting off nice. The method. Yeah. The nice frontside 1080, just not able to get it around. Sliding out on his heels. This pipe is icy, so you really have to be on it. Let's take a look. Gets a good pop. Locks his grab in, full commitment. You can see his head spinning it around. And right here spots the landing.
Yep.
Just trying to butter it in. You gotta move the hips.
Yep, gotta move those 14-year-old hips right there. He's only a freshman in high school. Hasn't even attended classes yet because he's snowboarding. That is iPod, checking out some of his previous runs right there. All serious. Got some good information about him coming up. A couple of silvers in his career, and he's looking for the elusive gold out here. So we just saw Gabe Ferguson go. Here's brother Ben, 19 years young. He is a rookie. Took third at the Grand Prix at Copper. And did you know that he carries a sketchbook with pens and pencils around with him, and he likes to draw whatever he sees to keep him entertained?
No, I didn't know that. I know he loves the feeling of landing contest runs, which I can relate to.
That's an obvious one, right? No, I love crashing.
I'm so impressed with this kid. Like I said, able to get third at the Grand Prix, and then really battling in Mammoth, trying to get a spot to represent the U.S. Him and Taylor Gold really putting on a show for us of what the young kids can do. Going huge. 720, setting himself up into the calf. Double cork 1080. And a nice alley-oop. So now, Ben, I appreciate that you were giving your brother props, but right. I'm not buying it. You think he's better.
No, not at all. Look at this. Over at the left-hand side of your screen, upper left, 16.1 was the highest, 13.8 the average. We're going to talk about amplitude till we're blue in the face. And watch it on hit number 1. Boom!
Coming off into the double crippler. Landing so well at the top of the pipe, the backside 900. Lost a little bit of speed, but making it up on the 720. And that was really just a setup for the double cork. And then showing that he can spin all directions. He's like, yeah, I got an alley-oop. Don't think I'm just, one spin direction guy.
And look at that. There's the monster tower. Gets up there over 16 feet. Solid for his first hit. And brother down below saying, you're actually better than me. 4 years difference. We're going to have ourselves a new leader, I have a feeling, indeed, by 10 points. Mr. Ferguson, first one to bust in to the 80s. Not bad from a rookie from Bend, Oregon. All right, speaking of rookies, this dude qualified for the Olympic team out of Ski Town, USA, producing the most Olympians of any ski town. Steamboat Springs. This is Taylor Gold. Has a sister named Ariel who's qualified for the Olympics too. We'll talk more about her throughout the week. So both of them first X Games appearance here in Aspen, but this rookie won the Grand Prix in Copper back in December. And instead of listening to music, you know what he listens to when he gets warmed up? Comedians in his ear. No kidding. Jim Gaffigan. Look him up. Gaffigan's a hilarious comedian, and that's what gets him fired up.
I pictured him more as like a Chris Rock kind of guy. Maybe not.
Or Larry the Cable Guy.
You gotta love that he's a rookie, but also representing us in the Olympics. That's just shows how quickly he came up. The beautiful frontside 900. It's a double Michael Chuck. Extremely difficult trick, especially in an icy pipe like this, to pop that off your heels. Losing a little speed though, but he gets it back.
Final hit.
And, frontside 1260.
That's all it takes sometimes, Kier.
Yep.
So, amplitude, as we saw current leader Ferguson just throw it down, that was down by 4 feet. That's going to be a big factor, even if he does land that run.
You got to make sure your tricks are done at a certain level. That's where Sean always is able to pull ahead of the competition. I love that double Michael Chuck, though.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And then the crash at the bottom, going for the front side 1260. And he's one of the rare riders that can make this trick look good.
And he had it too, just came down a little low and modified Pete Rose and then slides on his back. So that one will go in the trash. Remember, everybody gets 2 goes at it, so that old rebate coupon will come into play. And he has a slew of 3s right now into 3rd. So 16 guys, we're moving on. That was Taylor Gold. This is Scotty the Lumberjack Lego. Lego my ego. He's got his dog, Camo, here. And believe it or not, him and his dog were just on the cover of Dog Fancy magazine. That's the latest cover that Lego's got in the world of published art, if you will. So let's focus on his run now. Lego my ego, bronze medal at the Olympics.
Driving in. Had a tough year chasing for the Olympic team. Starting off, going huge, 19 feet. And what a run he's putting together here. Frontside 1080. Settling for the cab, 720. And then his patented frontside 900. Can we get the backside 9? Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, what?
2 in a row in the last hit.
And that's the difference between feeling comfortable and stressing.
Yeah.
But yes, his height, first hit, actually second hit, 19 feet. Highly impressive.
You just saw a shot of his girlfriend, Bridget, Miss New Hampshire. More on her in a minute, but great amplitude by Lego. He's on fire. He just needs to land that last hit.
Starting off nice, 540, and that method, oozing with style. Some of the best in the business, that truck driver grab. Judges love seeing the mix-up of grabs. They don't want to see mutes and methods every single time. And right here, I mean, all he had to do was land this, and he was in.
Yeah, and here's the reaction from Bridget, who actually won Miss New Hampshire. There's Camo the dog on the cover of Dog Fancy magazine. Pick up a copy at your local store.
Camo was not impressed. He's like, really, Dad?
Camo is shaking. Camo needs a little fat on his bones. Lego loving the, looks like Chris Kringle. Good score, 35. I was going to say that was probably in second place if he would have landed that due to his amplitude and trickery. Oh, who do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? Snowboard fans of all shapes and sizes. King Louis Vito out of Bell Fountain, Ohio. Won over in Tenia. His best here was 3rd place a couple years back in 2011. And he started these games 9 years ago when he was 16 years young. Now he's hosting and ripping it up. Unleash the fury, Vito.
Drop it in, double crippler. Louis known for his technical tricks all the way down. Michael Chuck to the front side, double core 1080, gonna back that up. And notice the amplitude, 8 feet. It's the only thing that holds him back, although for elimination, that was a very good run. Louis should be stoked on that.
What it's going to be better than is Lego in a 35. It's going to be better than Gold's 33, 33. So he's comfortable because a lot of guys are crashing right now.
Notice how he gets his grab locked in there. I didn't see that little sit down though. Lost some speed on that, unfortunately.
That hurt his amplitude for sure.
Into the front side 1080 at the bottom.
He's made 7 of his 9 finals that he's been here, so his consistency's good. He just hasn't had a lot of top podiums. Alyssa, you're with Louis. What's happening?
I am. So, Louis, you've said a lot of times at X Games you put a lot of stress on yourself. You thought maybe pulling double duty would take some of the stress off pipe. How has it been out here hosting and competing?
It's been going well so far. I'm just stoked to be riding and talking, both at the X Games level, but SPT does such a great job with the pipe, so it's fun to just show up and just know it's going to be good and have fun with your buddies.
So the judges are still deliberating up there. What do you think? Give me a prediction on your score here. Play analyst now for me.
I've been so off with everything this year, I don't even want to guess.
So tell me about your next run. What are you going to do to up that, or are you just going to slide into finals and hold off until Sunday night?
We'll see, you know, just trying to feel it out, and we'll see what they say about that, and then go back up and talk to JJ, my coach, and see what we think we should do.
All right, great. Thanks, Louis.
Thank you.
Nice job, Alyssa. Score in 66.33. Slides into third place. So that little fallback in his amplitude didn't really help him at all. We got a lot of competition yet to come, like that dude, iPod, looking for his first X Games gold medal. He's going to be a 3-time Olympian as well. Will it happen? Time will tell the story. Hold tight. Right now, we're looking at one of our 2 Japanese competitors, Taku Hiraoka. He's an Olympian. He's 18 years young, and he is dropping in.
Coming in backside wall. Ooh, nice backside 540 Japan grab, getting the tweak in there. To the frontside 1080. Landing a little low, can he keep his speed? Ooh, suffering a little bit there, as you can see, only 9 feet out. And notice how he just keeps dropping to the bottom of the pipe. Not allowing him to really boost the amplitude. But hey, he's like, I got a frontside double cork at the bottom.
Yeah, just no big thing, but you're right. Needs to match the transitions higher to generate the speed to keep that amplitude up.
Let's take a look at the bottom. Beautiful frontside 900, tweaking it out in between. Combos that into the backside 900. And impressive that he was able to add this at the bottom. Frontside double cork 1080 and just stomps it with authority. We've seen a lot of riders fall on this last hit here. And this is how you gotta do it. Dig the edge in. Like, yeah, got this.
Yeah, more than half the field right now is falling on their first run. Considerable amount there, so pressure is on for sure. Davis on your right, iPod with the lovely blue eyes on your left. Some good entertainment, and a 60 in change for Hiraoka from Japan, so he is in 4th.
Yep, had the trick, had the combos, just needs to up his amplitude.
Yep, the kid just graduated high school last year, so welcome to the college big leagues out here. He's going to represent his country, Japan, in the Olympics coming up in Sochi. Opening ceremonies 15 days away. Let's go over to Ludlow, Vermont, and visit Benji Farrow. Benji Farrow crashed dramatically just before Winter X Games 2012 in Tenia, put 2 teeth through his tongue. That's all in the past. Here's the present, first run of 2.
Starting things off strong there. Huge straight air. Working on his amplitude. Backside 900, a little bit of a bobble. Benji with the frontside 1080. Really need to pull some big tricks here.
Amplitude suffering just a bit. Look at him on the bottom, double down. Attaboy, finishing strong. So it looked like first and last were pretty prominent. And got a good, here's the first hit here. Because you got a lot of speed coming off the top.
Dropping in switch to the cab double cork 1080. It's nice to show that you have that trick so on point that you can start off with it and then end with its sister, the front side, the double cork 1080. But in between, he just lacked a little bit of that.
Yeah, but the way it's going right now, I mean, you got 60s, 80s your highest score. That's going to put him in the top 3. Benji Farrow is sponsored by Cabot Cheddar. That's right, Cabot Cheddar. They ship the world's best cheddar straight from Vermont to wherever he is. I want some of that. I'm quite hungry right now. That's right, Cabot Cheddar. What are the sponsors? That's great. So what judges deliberating? Head judge Tom Zekas, there you have it, 75. So he slides into second. And historically, his scores for the bubble have been right around low to mid 80s. So we're going to see these things start to bump up, especially with the level of competitors we have coming up. And it appears that we have some of our goddesses of the half pipe, of the super pipe, watching. So ladies, thank you very much, and good luck to the likes of Gretchen Bleiler in one of her last X Games. Kelly Clark going for another victory here. Anna Teeter, Ariel Gold. Looking forward to seeing you ladies get it done. There you go, Caitlin Farrington watching men pipe eliminations with these ladies. Chloe Kim. Chloe, keep up what you're doing. We look forward to seeing you in the next Olympics in Seoul, Korea. She did really good earlier this year, but she's only 14, so she couldn't qualify. Crazy.
How's that? You're good enough, you're just not old enough.
I know. Yeah, you're not even out of high school. You're not even in high school yet. All right, moving on. Our second of 2 competitors. Alternate last minute because Arthur Longo dropped off. It's Shohei Sato, the rookie. On it right now, first run of 2.
Starting off with authority. Front side, 1260. To the backside, 900. Maybe getting the grab in there. Attacking these walls. Notice how he's spinning, then grabbing. Yep. I want to grab the whole way around.
If you're going to grab it, hold on to it. 15 is his highest, average 11. The good thing is he finished the run, so that should put him, definitely put him in the top 8, probably in the top 5. So talk about the grabs here.
But coming in, this frontside 1260, probably one of the better ones I've seen. But notice, see, no grab, touch at the end. Also spinning frontside and then spinning cab, switch frontside. So judges want to see the variation. That's where Danny Davis has been making up a lot of points.
Variety, great looking camera work out here. Nice work, boys, and lands it just a little sideways and slides it on down. The All Japan champion and his wife is expecting a child in June.
That's a good motivator.
Yep, definitely a 63. 63 puts Sito into the 5th position. So our bubble score right now, it doesn't really matter because his first run is Taylor Gold. That will change as we get into the more heavy-hitting arsenal coming down now. Another Olympian from Switzerland. That's right, he qualified along with his sister, Ursina. They both competed in 2010. It's Christian Haller, riding on some Burton equipment with a regular stance. And he took 4th 2 years ago out here. Let's see what he's got.
Starting off with a nice method, just trying to get his rhythm going. Nice frontside double cork 1080. 3 full spins, 2 full flips with his icy 22-foot pipe. Just having a little bobble there, and that'll be a instant throwaway.
Trash can. Oh! It says, oh, he scared himself. Yeah, well, he's multi-talented, as a lot of these snowboarders are. He's been doing double duty out here, Anatolia on slope and pipe as well, so see what he can do in his next run. Here's a look back, sketched out.
Missed his grab, kind of just didn't get the pop. We heard the riders complaining about the vert on the half pipe.
It was a whole different ballgame last week in Mammoth with 3 events. I mean, they're in that pipe for so long, they just found a rhythm. Certainly if there's 3 events here, it'd be the same way. So that's going to be a throwaway run right there. That was Christian Haller, qualifying for the Olympics, as we mentioned. And now we're going to be looking at the dude from Finland, going to be representing his country as well for the Olympics, Marcus Malin, Lahti, Finland. He took a bronze last year. He's our only medalist from last year in the field, as Sean and Hirano are absent. They called in sick today.
How many sick days do you get? That's the real question there.
Ask iPod.
Beautiful frontside 1080 double cork. Combos it into the cab. Oh,
my chin. Oh, that's just a sternum crusher right there.
Coming off of one double cork, so fast across. That's why you get the bonus points for linking, comboing those tricks. Let's take a look at what went wrong.
That type of edge catch is just something you don't want to experience, folks.
You can see him reaching for it, just a little too high.
The only thing that was good about that, it wasn't completely on the flat bottom to his chest. He had a little bit of vert, not much, but if it was an 18-foot pipe, he would have slapped much harder. So I'd like to say he has youth on his side, so I will. Classic thing, he was once sponsored by a furniture company, and he got his apartment furnished by that company. How's that? Well, you're looking up at 567-foot frozen ice wall, 22-foot vert walls there. These are the best in the world. 16 of them doing justice out here. And Taylor Gold, who's already qualified for the Olympics, this was his first run. Not at all what he's expecting right here. So it went good here until that moment, but you got to get it. You got to nail it. Scotty Lego as well.
Also had an amazing run up top. oozing with style, able to link it together, but then again, that last trick, taking these riders down, the American field just not faring well down there.
And Louis Vito had a solid run. He's also co-hosting this year. Back a little bit on the landing there. Amplitude was not as good as we know he can get it. Good run for Louis, but we know he's capable of more, and he is hungry to win here in Aspen.
He's even going to talk to his coach, Mr. J.J. Thomas. J.J.'s going to say, hey, give it to him.
Straighten that stuff out, Louis. All right, Greg Brett's Team USA. He too has qualified already for the U.S. snowboarding team going to Sochi. 15 days away from the opening ceremonies. And the men's pipe event is February 11th, so set your DVRs. He's out of Mammoth Lakes, California, where the last Grand Prix was, and that was a all-out throwdown showdown with 3 slopestyles, 3 half pipes for the men and the women, and Brett's. He won the Dew Tour, beating Shaun White back in December.
Starting off with the air to fakie, cab double cork 1080. Mixing it up, air to fakie, although simple, hard to execute. And you say Greg taking Shaun down early in the season, that definitely helps the confidence.
And you know what? He just put one down, and that's better than a lot of the field has done so far. So there's Papa Brett's. And his best finish out here, you know, has been a 4th back in 2010. So it's not, could be his night to qualify for the finals and get the podium.
Second hit with that cab double cork 1080. And it's a beautiful frontside 900. Great edge control across the bottom.
Hey, Kier, did you know that Brett's not only a ripping snowboarder, but he was a receiver and a safety in high school football?
We call that true athlete.
Athleticism it's just bleeding out of him.
It is with him.
That's right. And the judges' surveys say for Greg Brett's first run of 2. And the judges' survey for Greg Brett's first run say 67 and change. Good enough for 4th for now. Remember, we take the top 8. What do you think you could have done a little better?
Add some amplitude, just the rotations there at the bottom. I mean, it's that tough balance, right? It's you don't want to put too much out there and fall. We've seen a lot of riders fall already, so it's a balancing act.
Come down to the second run. There you have it. All 4 of those guys are going to the big show. Shaun White's the only individual in both skiing and snowboarding that's qualified for slopestyle and for pipe, but he's not here right now. Who is here is Double D, Danny Davis, to the 1st and 2nd in Mammoth, and he's doing some spectacular riding this year.
I mean, to start off, as he just did, backside 360 into the switch method. Cab 1080.
Yeah.
You know, Danny had his first win in 4 years in Mammoth. Talk about peaking at the right time.
And he's going to land this. We got a complete run that will at least get him in the top 5. The way this is going right here.
Can you believe he's never made an X Games final? I mean, it's...
Well, there's a reason. We'll get into that in a minute after we look at the replays. The guy has been injury plagued like none other. And a solid 3rd hit. I think this is his 3rd and 4th hit there. Matching the tranny's good.
Double crippler was amazing, but really his first 2 hits, I mean, those are the kind of hits that you just don't see in competition.
Here it is.
Backside 360, subtle, but it's so hard to find your landing. And then to do a switch method, Oh, yeah, that looks easy. Go home and try it. He spent 4 days riding switch.
Wasn't that that was his first hit that he was doing in the Grand Prix, wasn't it? Yeah, so mixing it up a little, so. Danny Davis, first and second in the Grand Prix, going to the Olympics, looking confident, 77. Second place, a nice spot, nice comfortable spot to be, the way things are going right now. Now with one remaining, another Olympian could be representing Switzerland, although he has some Russian heritage. You know him as iPod, God-given name, Yuri Podlochikov, and he has yet to get a gold medal here at the X Games. Is this his year? Here, what do you think?
I don't see why not. He has the skills.
So we're gonna see the double 14.
We're not gonna see it tonight, but we will definitely see it.
All right.
Frontside 540. Backside 900. He needs to turn it up here a little bit. There's no freebies here.
That's the training's good.
It's a nice double cork. Checking the speed a little bit at the bottom.
Well, amplitude, I mean, it was consistent. It's on the upper level of the top 5. So his highest was 15.5. He kept it average at 12. We know he's capable of more, but he's got one in the record books here.
Yeah, it's also nice just to get a good pull under your belt. Nice double cork there at the bottom. Combinations coming across the last hit, locking in the grab. Like, yeah, I'll just butter this frontside 900 in. I know you other boys have had some trouble down there, but it's okay, I got it.
Yeah, just waiting for it. iPod looking for a score greater than 80 to take the lead, and not enough. Fourth place, 73.33. So the amplitude, maybe some more trickery, that's going to help him out into his second run. So 16 guys just went down one at a time, and here are your top 8. Mr. Ferguson leading the charge. Nice job, Benny. Down below, we have a Japanese competitor by the name of Sato. So we have 16 more runs to go, and we come back. Stick with us here in Aspen. Nadal and Federer later on tonight on ESPN2 at 3:30 Eastern time. You can check out the Aussie Open. Cross promotion for all you tennis fans out there. Uncle Lee alongside Mr. Keir Dillon. How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. Are you a tennis fan?
I played when I was young. I have 2 forehands. I don't have a backhand. I changed the club around, or the racket. I'm more of a golfer.
That doesn't sound that successful. All right, so back to the course. Scotty James. On the front side. Backside 540. Got to turn it up here. Frontside 1080, locking it in. A lot of these riders really not taking advantage of the full half pipe top to bottom.
Well, here's where this is going to get interesting, because you can see right now he's in 5th place with a 70. That is a very subpar score from what we've seen in history. Usually it's 82, 84, where the cutoff is. Our leader, Ben Ferguson, has an 80. So things are going to drastically change if people start landing their runs. You know, that's key here, right?
Yeah, you can never count out the pressure of an elimination round.
Yeah, not very pleasurable. The last guy, Scotty James, he was in the Olympics in Canada, 15. He's going to Sochi, but we're not talking about him anymore. We're going on to a Chinese Olympian by the name of Yi Wei Zhong. A rookie in his second run, didn't deliver much on his first, so he can only improve. Let's see what he has. Dropping.
Starting off with the mid-size method. He went down this trick before, locks it in. Back-to-back double corks. Oh, sorry, he wants to throw another one in there as well. You know, he has 5 of them. What? I mean, why not have 5?
Yeah, I can tell you. Yeah, go ahead.
And that was a solid run right there. A trifecta at the top.
Yeah, right? And he has a 14.33 on his first run because he crashed right away. That's going to do way better. And here's a look at the 3 doubles again for you.
Coming into the first one. Almost a truck driver grab. Amplitude was high, landed up high on the wall, able to snap into another one and see him switch to grab.
Yeah, sick.
And just when he thought he was done, he's like, no, actually, I do have one more. Double crippler.
And the grabs, man, he's holding those things. Judges like that. His final trip down there gets the grab right on the B of Jake's board and matches that tranny low. Does not track the hand. Decent amplitude. 3 doubles. That is going to do well by the judges, I believe. On the bubble right now is a 63. That's the bubble score, but that's going to go up.
Yeah, you say goodbye. Not like goodbye, go home, but goodbye, you now have stress.
You have stress with a 63. Well, you know, something about the Chinese. I follow a lot of aerial ski jumping. The Chinese men and women are ridiculous. Score just in, a 68.33, so no longer outside looking in. He's in 6th position, but I don't know if that's going to hold with the level of competitors we have coming up. It seemed just a touch low.
It seemed a little touch low, but I think if you go back to what the judges were saying, not a lot of variety with spinning backside, alley-oop, going switch. It was just frontside double, cab double. Not to marginalize those tricks, but
yeah. There's Louis Vito. He is on the bubble right now, but he's got another run right now. Mason Aguirre, an alternate, getting in here. 2-time medalist here in Aspen, and he's got to push it up here.
Going into the alley-oop, seeing if he can get a little of that rust off. It's been almost a year since we're in the pipe. And the frontside 1080 takes him down. It's all good. This isn't his focus anymore.
Well, an impressive career. Vito taking a look on as well. He's been doing it out here since 2003, just missing the 2010 year. So impressive for Geary. So we're having a look at Vito up top. He's co-hosting, and this is Vito's runner.
This is Vito with double crippler. It's a nice Michael Chuck. He's getting ready to just be a host if he can't up this run.
Yeah, so everyone right now is trying to beat this run. It scored a 66.33. And he can do better than that. He drags back a little bit, and his amplitude can be better. So, Louis, you can do it.
We believe in you.
We have faith, Louis. Progression, amplitude, variety, execution, discipline. Those are the things that Tom Zekas, head judge, and the rest of the boys are looking for. Now we're looking at the younger brother of our current leader, Ben Ferguson. This is Gabe. He got in just a couple hours ago. His brother loves his style, said he's actually better than him. Let's see if he can put one to his feet here. 14 years of age.
Had trouble last run. Frontside double 10. Let's see what he does. Gets through it. Kind of takes the double out. Turns it more into a 1080, but a smart maneuver there. Really keeping his speed here. Nice backside 900. Can he finish strong?
Get it,
There it is.
Just dragging his keister.
But smart, because that's the same trick that he had trouble with on his first run, so he moved it down to the bottom, so if he did have trouble, it would just be more of a washout.
Yeah.
Either way, though, judges want to see you stop it.
Yeah, the caliber that we see at the X Games, it's got to be clean throughout, but I did like his maneuvers. He was matching his trainings and keeping that speed going.
And frontside 1080 looked solid, linking that in, and his backside 900. Comboing that into the frontside double cork.
Just a game of inches as the camera pulls away.
As Mr. De Niro said.
If that was the judge shot when the camera pulls away and didn't see it, it would have been a perfect score.
Perfect.
Perfect score, I say. Yeah, so 33. 36, excuse me. So the young Gabe Ferguson will not be making it to the big show. But brother, Ben Ferguson, Benjamin out of Bend, Oregon, our current leader. Again, 3rd place Grand Prix Copper Mountain back in December. And he's going to see if he can't add to it here. So what would you do if you're in Gabe's position here, being the leader?
Well, considering he's 19, he's out here just having the time of his life. I'd give it. And there it is.
Like that?
Double crippler off the bat. Cobb went out to backside 900. Spends a lot of time in the summer training to allow these runs to just be, fun.
Oh, took it too low. It was looking good.
A little heart pounding there.
I might say here we're having an extraordinary number of crashes tonight. Like half the field has crashed.
Well, for Benny, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, 80 is going to hold. To give reference, 86 was the bubble score in ski pipe. 80 is the high score right here.
Listen, don't come from ski pipe over to snowboard pipe and then try to like drop scores on us, you know?
I'm just saying.
We'll kick you right out of here.
Hey, I love me some skiing, love me some snowboard, and some snowmobiling going down as well. Right on. We're having a good time here, folks. This is official night number 1 of 4. This is the qualifiers of ski, snowboard pipe, getting all hung up here. And the finals of the top 8 will be on Sunday night, closing this thing down. So here we go with Taylor Gold. I love this kid's style, and he's going to the Olympics.
Beautiful backside 540. Remember, his run was perfect. He just fell on his last hit, so take note of that. And of course the double Michael Chuck. I wasn't even thinking about his run because he's been so on point this year, thinking that he would even have trouble.
Man, so here's another look at it.
Double Michael Chuck taking off of your heels into 2 backflips.
Yeah, he looked like he got his pop and just landed at the top. Good enough, and Gold will not be going to the finals.
Yeah, it's this thing called pressure.
Yeah.
It causes weird things to happen.
Things happen. All right, so now it's Lego My Ego time. His 9th X Games appearance consecutively here in Aspen. Just purchased a house in Southampton, New Hampshire with his lovely lady, who's down below, Bridget, who's crowned Miss New Hampshire. She has her tiara and her ribbon drape thing across. Her sash is what it's called. But
well, your girl can't be Miss New Hampshire and not have a spot, right? You have to have a...
Yeah, it's a requirement like Lego's categorical choosing.
Exactly, I need a new place.
This apartment isn't working.
Now remember, Lego again had a solid run, had trouble at the bottom. Can he tighten up that last hit? So far off to a good start here. Sends it into the frontside 900, like only Scotty can do.
And he too suffers the wrath. He was in 12th. He needed that in a bad way.
And there, I mean, that's completely uncalled for.
Dog Camo's gonna say the same thing. That just, I haven't seen one of those in a while coming up the pipe. Like maybe overthinking what he was gonna do.
Yeah, just overthinking it. I mean, Lego for a while had struggled with its consistency. And he tightened it up during the last Olympics. Started just nailing everything. Was able to bring bronze home for us. And
dude, he was so looking up that pipe. He was already like, I got this trick. And edge, backside, heel side just dug in right there. Well, Lego, it's always a pleasure to have him out here. He's had a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th in the past 7 years, and there'll be no final for Lego. So Vito, you're still in the bubble, but he right now would like to get in a much more comfortable or less compromising position, let's say. Coming from Ohio, he's been doing it for a long time. Not tall in stature, but lean and mean when he gets into the frozen U-ditch here.
Yeah, if you're back east and you're trying to make up excuses,
right? Not at all. Here he goes. Mr. Wonderful Louis Vito. Dancing with the stars.
Pumping for speed there. Starting off with a double crippler. To Michael Chuck. Looking smooth.
Come on, Louis.
Beautiful double cork. Of course, comboing that into another double cork. Give it to him. 1080.
Come on, land it.
Oh, little bobble there. I wonder if that's what he really wanted for his last trick.
You know, his amplitude wasn't quite as high as, it was a little bit more than before, but it's still not the 13, 14, 15, but maybe he was just focusing on landing the tricks.
Let's take a look at this run again. Double crippler, I love seeing that. Landing down smooth. Backside 540. You gotta look at that almost as a setup trick. So one double cork. To another double cork 1080, so back to back. And a flat 1080. In the 720 again.
Good variety. I like the variety here, and it's just the amplitude. It's not gonna put him up into the lead, but it's gonna put him. I think it's gonna take it a little higher than his 8th place spot right now.
We'll see the judges too have been scoring, you know, the variations of tricks. So
score for Vito.
Give it to him.
Yep, 72. From Bubble Boy to 5th place with 8 competitors yet to go. So there's Louis Vito, looking better than he was. More competition. We come back. The conclusion of qualifying Snowboard SuperPipe. He is on the outside looking in 10th place. He needs to get it on right now.
Able to get bronze and Tina. Backside 540s. Like, that'll help you get there. To the frontside 1080. Notice his edge control. It's a little low. He's pumping for all the speed he can get. Javi Tryer's known for going big, but he's having a little trouble here with this run, keeping his amplitude up.
Able to get that double. Yeah, that's where he crashed last time on the bottom to give him that's such a great score. 12, so there's the amplitude again. And we'll take a look back up top.
So let's break it down. Backside 540, Japan grab. So he's got the style. And then when it comes to the technical wizardry, he's able to throw those out.
Yeah, all tight, compact.
Oh, it just stomps it.
9 of our 16 athletes are already qualified for the countries for the Olympics. And score, no such luck. He will stay in that 10th spot. He will not make the final. So Brett's, he's got another run. He's still in the bubble. We now go from Japan back to Ludlow, Vermont's Benji Farrow. Born in Germany, where his dad, Chris, was a helicopter pilot, and his mom homeschooled him. He never attended traditional school. That, of course, gave him an opportunity to do schoolwork maybe early or late and get out onto the hill.
Or just maybe not at all.
He had a perfect GPA in his class. Or the highest, I should say. It was a class of 1. Here he goes.
Oh, he's already in, as you said. Dropping in. It's a beautiful double cork. This is the practice run for what we will see in the final. Nice frontside 1080.
He's in that 3rd position right now, so he's going to see if he can increase his comfort zone a bit.
You know, not to take your side on the ski, you know, the thing that you brought up before about how the bubble score was an 86, but the riders don't look like they're attacking the walls as we're used to seeing.
No, it's a lack of aggression, but right here gets aggressive. Double with a healthy grab. Here goes his 3rd hit.
Now, there's definitely moments like this. Nice frontside 1080, holding it all the way around. But you heard the riders talking even about the pipe, just try to get used to it. They spent so much time in Mammoth. But look how happy he is.
Yeah, he's got Albert Einstein in red, white, and blue suspenders. I mean, who wouldn't be happy with those? All right, we had score come in, no better for Farrow. He stays 2nd. We're now going to Shohei Sato. Last minute addition, rookie out of Japan. Trains with the likes of Kazuhiro Hokubo, who is supposed to compete as well. He says he speaks good Canadian as well, whatever that means.
Beautiful. That was a nice frontside 1260, buttering it in, comboing it into the backside 900. He had lacked his grabs on his first run, which just tighten up a few of those, and you could maybe make up the points to get yourself into the top 8.
That amplitude, brother, the amplitude is low, 12.7 high, with some averages of some other competitors, and a 9.10 is his average. So he's in 9th place. He needs a 67 or 6.6 or better.
Frontside 1080. I mean, I know you're talking about his amplitude, but he's comboing these, but the grabs, that's really killing him.
Yeah. Hold on. Lock on.
I liked it better in the past when I was like, why grab your board? It's connected to you.
What are you grabbing that thing for? That was Brett's, who's on the bubble. This is Sato, the rookie. So he was an exchange student in Squamish, Canada from age 16 to 19, and he speaks good Canadian. Eh?
Eh?
Eh? You know how many A's there are in Canada? 3. Eh? All right, so Brett's run. This is a look back at his first, as he still has another one. So this is what everyone else is trying to beat.
Start off with the air to fakie, to the cab, double cork. Pretty flawless run. He could up his amplitude a little bit, but spinning all directions that the judges like. Nice front side 1080 at the bottom. So when you see the riders come, make mental note of what you just saw there. Yeah, that's what they got to take down.
And so here's the deal right now. The two guys coming up next, this being one of them, Christian Haller out of Switzerland. He's in 15th place. He needs to do better than a 67.66 to get into the final. So what Brett's is looking now at, as he has one more run, Haller and Mullen are the only two guys that can knock him off right now. They're both going 1-2 next. Here we go.
Christian, teammate with iPod. iPod's like, come on, Christian, we ride all the time. Lay it down. Beautiful double cork 1080. Holding his speed across the flat bottom. Nice frontside 900. Backside 5. That would have been nice to have been a 9.
Land this. Ooh. All right, so amplitude, good. It's consistent as well as his highest one. What were you thinking of his trickery?
Let's take a look. Locks in the grab. Beautiful double cork 1080. As he moves down, keeps spinning frontside. Frontside 900. He did do the backside 540 that would set him up for this. The frontside 1080, so it's frontside, frontside, frontside.
All right, so as far as difficulty and variety, it's not way up there. The double cork, which is 2 off-axis flips with 3.5 rotations, kind of a stock trick for everyone now, amazingly enough.
So Greg Brex do the cab double cork, air to fakie, a little bit of a mix-up.
All right. Haller needing better than a 67.66 to knock Brett's into 9th. Does not do it. Haller will not be going to the finals Sunday night. Brett's dodging the second to last bullet. Wow.
Backside 540. Would have been nice to have been a backside 9.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Story of my life.
All right. It is Marcus Mullen who's coming down the mountain next. If anyone left can do it to knock off Brett, since this guy took 3rd place last year behind Hirano and Sean White, so we know he's capable of it. Took 3rd at Worlds last year as well. Again, scored a beat held by Brett, 67.66. And it also says he's decent at golf, and he says his handicap is snowboarding. That's slowing him down a bit. Here he goes.
He had a good run until he caught his front edge. Let's see if on the double cork, let's see if he can piece it together this run. There's one double cork. Lost a little bit of speed there, unfortunately. He's gonna have to turn on, and or completely turn it off.
One of the two is happening. The latter, I believe.
Oh, man.
Well, for Bretts, that's tremendous news. For Mullen, the Flying Finn, we'll see you at the Olympics. Well, there you have it. That was our last competitor that could have done any damage to Mr. Bretts, who just breathed a massive sigh of relief. So the 67.66, we'll see Bretts come down right now. And
never underestimate, you know, the final and wanting to drop last. Kind of advantage of that. Shaun White always loving to be able to see what the competitors are doing.
Yeah, well, for Bretts, he'd be going first in the finals right now.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't want to go first. He wants to go last.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I was hoping that's where you're going with that. Like, why would you want to go first? I know Steve Fisher like that in 07. All right, yeah, so Bretts may actually try to up. There's nothing, he's got nothing to lose here. He's already in.
Nice air fake. He's sane as his first run. And he's like, nope, you know what? I'm going to the Olympics. I'm also in the final. And though, Kier, I know you appreciate that might help order you drop.
I'm not listening to you.
I don't care what you have to say.
Again, our U.S. team, the U.S. team is Danny Davis, Greg Bretts, Taylor Gold, and Shaun White. 3 of the 4 of them are here, and 2 of the 3 will be going into the finals. Mr. Gold will not. But this is on your screen. Greg Bretts, there you have it one more time. And amazingly enough, Shaun White was the last guy to qualify. He qualified in Mammoth with both slopestyle and pipe. His game of inches.
Trying to dig through the hair.
Second to last rider of snowboard eliminations. Always a nerve-wracking night. The first night of 4 out here. We'll finish up the X Games Sunday with this final 8 guys that will let you know who they are.
And I'm so proud of our team that's going. And just Danny, like I said, landing, or getting his first in 4 years.
I want to see him. I want to see him get a podium here. He's never even made the final here.
He's accomplished that now. He's on a roll. Yeah, backside 3. You don't see any other riders in the competition doing that, or that a switch air, and that's because it is very difficult. But he's like, hey, just in case you didn't think I could spin, yes, I do have those as well. And you know, it kind of questions the whole progression. Is progression more spins, or is it actually doing things that other people don't do?
So it's a regression of progression?
Exactly.
Ah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah. All right. So he's stuffed in on the bottom hit right there with a little wobble. Nice amplitude. Danny Davis played with injuries. Here's the first couple of hits. So
nice backside 360. Nice little switch. And then into the 1080, getting the grab.
Some good looking. He's like washes out a bit.
He's like, my legs are tired.
Alyssa has Danny Davis down below. Take it away.
Yeah, you guys, like you said, hard to believe. First final at X Games, coming off a big win at Mammoth, made the Olympic team. How are you feeling about snowboarding right now?
I'm having a lot of fun. A lot of fun riding transition. Can't wait to get into some real snow, but this year's kind of about the ditch and getting back to competitive riding, and then the end of February into March will be time to get some power.
You said in the off-season you spent a lot of time working on your switch riding. How do you think that's affected your competition, your contest scores this season?
Well, it's proved to be good, and I think it's just something fresh, something different, and that's what I wanted to do, is just do something that not everybody else is doing. A lot of people have front doubles, a lot of people have cab doubles, so on, you know, but not a lot of people doing switch tricks, so it's really fun. It's fun to relearn, you know?
And if it's anything you're known for, it's for doing stuff no one else is doing. So thanks, Danny. Good luck in finals.
Thank you very much.
Danny Davis, coming from the mecca of all powder, Highland, Michigan. So he's looking for some real snow, but the good thing is he's qualified. That's a really good thing for him. First final. And what's that? Where's that here?
I don't know. They don't let me in there anymore.
Nice that you brought that here in your moped.
I like to share.
all the way from Santiago. All right, here we go. Last guy. He's an Olympian. He's got a crazy 1440 that we'll most likely get to see Sunday night. But right now, he is in a comfortable fourth place position. Here's iPod. Hear him roar.
In a monster method, 19 feet out. Oh, and this is just going to be a fun one. Frontside 5. What's he got for us? Backside 9. Comboing that. iPod. Ooh, nice little double cork there. And then alley-oop at the bottom.
He landed it.
He's like it?
I think he is one of 2 guys that landed both runs. And Alyssa, you've got iPod down there. He's smiling. Why?
You've got a lot of folks who are smiling down here. Yuri, you could have cruised through that run. What was important you to bump up your score? Do you want to drop last? What were you thinking there?
Well, you know, I won qualies here last year, and I was so happy. I didn't even believe it that I won last year in elimination. And tonight, I don't know, I got this aggression in me. I want to get back where I was a year ago and put that run down that I planned to do. And yeah.
So your score just came in. You are our new leader. Congratulations. So you have the Olympics in 2 weeks, but we have finals on Sunday. X Games, of course, Olympics is important, but X Games is known for progression. You landed your trick, your YOLO flip here first. What are you thinking going into Sunday's finals? How will you approach that?
Well, I mean, Sunday is going to be important for me because I really want to, you know, get that new trick going. And I know I've seen Sean doing it, and I actually haven't been really fit yet to really get into it. And yeah, I'm just so excited to put down my best run here. Hopefully Sean watching back home, and yeah, I'm so excited to meet him up back in Russia, and you know, those are my people cheering for me, so.
Yeah. Thanks, Yuri, so much. We'll see you Sunday night. Back to you guys.
Yuri just ruling that interview. That was great. Those would be my people over there in Russia, 15 days away. Here's the highest hit of the evening. Yuri going almost 20 feet up above, or alongside the Monster Tower. And he came out swinging. I didn't think it was going to be that good of a run, but boy, look at the middle.
Beautiful backside 900. I love how he's talking about the YOLO. He's like, Sean has this. I haven't done it for a while. I got some work to do.
Yep. He's holding back a little bit for Sunday night, but Yuri puts down the highest score by 8 points.
And did you know that no rider except for Sean has ever qualified first and gone on to win?
Ah, that's a great tidbit right there. Did you know that only 4 people of our 16 landed both runs out here? So not a perfect situation, but it is perfect for 8 people. Greg Bretz took 8th. iPod, that dude.